Seafood is often praised as a healthy source of protein and omega-3s, but not all seafood is safe, especially if you're over 60. In this video, we'll reveal the top 5 types of seafood seniors should avoid and explain why they can harm your heart, brain, kidneys, and even your immune system. Backed by expert advice from Dr. Evelyn Hart, a specialist in senior nutrition and internal medicine, this guide is a must-watch if you want to eat smarter as you age. To guide us through today's important health discussion, we turn to Dr. Evelyn Hart, a highly respected expert in senior nutrition and preventive medicine. Dr. Hart holds a Doctor of Medicine, MD, from Johns Hopkins University School of Medicine, where she graduated with honors. She later earned her board certification in internal medicine with a subspecialty in geriatric nutrition and functional aging. With over 25 years of experience in clinical practice and research, Dr. Hart has dedicated her career to helping adults over 60 live longer, stronger, and smarter lives through food-based wellness and personalized lifestyle strategies. She currently serves as a senior advisor at the National Center for Healthy Aging, where she collaborates on dietary research focused on dementia prevention, cardiovascular health, and metabolic support in older adults. Dr. Hart is also a best-selling author of Brain Food After 60 and has been featured in health segments on CNN, WebMD, and the Mayo Clinic podcast. Her mission is clear: to simplify complex medical science into daily choices that empower seniors to thrive, not just survive. Today, she shares with us her insights on which types of seafood seniors should avoid and why making informed choices now can protect your health in the years to come.
As we age, our metabolism slows, our organs become more sensitive, and our immune system can weaken. While seafood is nutritious, certain types carry toxins, heavy metals, or bacteria that can be harder for an aging body to process. Age-related health concerns affected by seafood. Mercury sensitivity affects memory, coordination, weak kidney or liver function, trouble processing toxins, blood pressure and heart conditions, increased medication sensitivity. Remember, what's safe for a 30-year-old may not be safe for a 70-year-old.
Our countdown begins with one of the biggest fish in the sea, and unfortunately, one of the most toxic, king mackerel. While often praised for its rich, oily texture and high omega-3 content, king mackerel carries a heavy burden, mercury, and lots of it. What is mercury and why is it dangerous? Mercury is a toxic heavy metal released into the environment through industrial pollution. It ends up in the ocean, where it transforms into methyl mercury, a highly toxic compound that accumulates in fish, especially large predatory fish like king mackerel, shark, swordfish, and tilefish. Because mercury bioaccumulates, the higher a fish is in the food chain, the more mercury it contains, and king mackerel is near the top. Why mercury is especially dangerous for seniors' brain vulnerability. As we age, our brain becomes more sensitive to toxins. Methylmercury crosses the blood-brain barrier, where it can damage neurons, leading to memory loss, mental fog, slower reaction time, reduced coordination, speech and vision problems, high blood pressure risk. Mercury exposure has been linked to increased oxidative stress on arteries, higher systolic pressure which raises the risk of stroke, worsening of existing heart conditions common in seniors' medication interactions. Many seniors take liver-sensitive medications such as statins for cholesterol, pain relievers like acetaminophen, blood pressure meds. These medications make the liver more vulnerable, and mercury adds further strain, increasing the risk of liver toxicity.
Number 2 on our list is one of the most commonly consumed seafood items in the world: shrimp. While shrimp is often seen as a lean, low-fat protein source, seniors should be extremely cautious, especially when it comes to imported, farm-raised shrimp from regions like Thailand, Vietnam, India, and China. What's really hiding in that shrimp? In an effort to meet mass production demands, many overseas shrimp farms use banned antibiotics to prevent disease outbreaks, pesticides and fungicides that are illegal in the U.S., chemical preservatives like sodium tripolyphosphate, STPP, to give shrimp a fresh look, contaminated water systems that breed dangerous bacteria like Salmonella, E. coli, and Vibrio. These chemicals can remain in the shrimp even after cooking and accumulate in the body over time, particularly dangerous for aging organs. Why it's risky for seniors: weakened digestive system. As people age, the stomach produces less acid, making it harder to kill off bacteria in contaminated food. This increases the risk of food poisoning, which can be life-threatening in seniors. Lower immunity. Shrimp raised in polluted waters can carry microbes that trigger immune system overload, resulting in chronic inflammation or infections. Medication interaction. Antibiotic residues in shrimp can interfere with medications seniors are already taking, such as blood thinners, heart drugs, and kidney medications. Inflammatory response. Preservatives and chemical coatings used in imported shrimp have been linked to joint inflammation, digestive irritation, and even skin reactions like hives or rashes. FDA testing found in a recent multi-country investigation, over 25% of imported shrimp tested by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration contained contaminants above safe limits, including traces of banned antibiotics like chloramphenicol and nitrofurans. These are linked to kidney damage and cancer risk. 3. Tilefish, a hidden threat to senior hearts and minds. At first glance, tilefish appears to be a flavorful and healthy seafood option. Firm texture, rich taste, and full of protein. But don't be fooled. For older adults, this fish comes with serious risks that far outweigh its benefits. Tilefish contains some of the highest mercury levels of any fish sold for human consumption. Why is tilefish so dangerous for seniors? Tilefish, especially those caught in the Gulf of Mexico, are known to accumulate mercury levels as high as 1.45 parts per million, one of the highest of all seafood. This heavy metal can silently harm vital organs, and the effects are especially dangerous in aging adults who already face reduced detoxification capacity and slower metabolism. Neurological risks for seniors. As we age, the central nervous system becomes more fragile. Mercury from tilefish crosses into the brain and can disrupt communication between brain cells, neurons, trigger memory lapses and confusion, increase the risk of early dementia, cause balance and coordination issues, leading to falls. A Harvard study showed that older adults with higher mercury exposure performed significantly worse on memory tests and cognitive exams than those with lower exposure. Nutritional disadvantage of tilefish. While tilefish contains protein, its nutrient profile is inferior to safer fish. Lower in omega-3 fatty acids compared to salmon or trout. Lacks key anti-inflammatory compounds, often caught in polluted Gulf waters, increasing the risk of exposure to PCBs, polychlorinated biphenyls, another brain toxin. 4. Lobster, a hidden risk for senior hearts. Lobster may be the crown jewel of the seafood platter, elegant, luxurious, and delicious. But for older adults, that indulgence can quietly lead to a cascade of health issues. Beneath its gourmet image lies a nutritional profile that raises red flags for the aging body. Lobster's nutritional profile, the good and the bad, yes. Lobster offers high-quality protein, zinc, and vitamin B12. But the downsides, particularly for seniors, are serious and often overlooked. 1. Extremely high in cholesterol. A typical 6-ounce lobster tail contains over 140 milligrams of cholesterol. That's over 47% of the recommended daily limit for adults over 60. For comparison, that's nearly as much cholesterol as 2 whole eggs. Why it matters. Cholesterol tends to accumulate in arteries as we age, especially when combined with high-fat cooking methods. Over time, this buildup can narrow blood vessels, elevate the risk of heart attack and stroke, reduce circulation to the brain and extremities. 2. High sodium content. A single lobster tail, especially pre-cooked or restaurant-served, can contain 500 to 800 milligrams of sodium, even before seasoning. With sauces or melted butter, sodium can exceed 1,000 milligrams for seniors, particularly those with hypertension, kidney disease, or congestive heart failure. This can spike blood pressure within hours, lead to fluid retention and swelling, increase strain on weakened kidneys and the heart. According to the American Heart Association, seniors should limit sodium intake to 1,500 milligrams per day, making lobster a risky choice, especially if eaten with salty side dishes like garlic bread, buttered corn, or seasoned rice. 5. Sushi with raw fish. Hidden dangers for seniors. Sushi has become a global favorite, light, elegant, and often seen as a clean or healthy food. But for seniors, especially those over 60, sushi made with raw fish, such as tuna, salmon, or eel, can pose serious health risks that are often invisible until it's too late. Why sushi with raw fish is dangerous for seniors. As the body ages, its natural defenses begin to weaken. That includes the immune system, digestive tract, liver, and kidneys, which help detoxify harmful substances. When seniors eat raw fish, they may be exposing themselves to pathogens that younger, healthier adults can usually handle, but that can overwhelm a senior system. Bacteria and parasites commonly found in raw sushi fish, Listeria monocytogenes, can grow even in refrigerated conditions, extremely dangerous for elderly and immunocompromised adults, can cause severe bloodstream infections and meningitis, salmonella, leads to diarrhea, fever, stomach cramps. In seniors, it can cause dehydration, hospitalization, or even death, anisakis, parasitic worms. Found in raw or undercooked fish like salmon, can burrow into the stomach lining and cause intense pain, nausea, vomiting, often misdiagnosed in seniors as ulcers or gastritis, Vibrio vulnificus, a saltwater bacterium found in raw shellfish and sushi, particularly harmful to people with liver disease, diabetes, or weakened immune systems. Seafood can be a wonderful part of a senior's diet, full of healthy fats, minerals, and flavor, but as we age, we must pay more attention to where our food comes from, how it's processed, and how our body responds to it. Avoiding the wrong seafood is not about fear. It's about prevention, protection, and feeling your best every day. Now that you know which seafood to avoid and which to enjoy, make smarter choices for your body and brain. Have you been eating any of these seafoods? Tell us in the comments. Do you want a printable list of safe seafood? Let us know below. Like, subscribe, share this with a loved one,